What's up, people? It's Kimari Geek 1990. Welcome to part 6 live stream. Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. The game where our friendship gets tested to see who's willing to murder one of us, and we'll have to solve mysteries and stuff to figure out who's the one who's killing. Yo, what's up? Welcome to the live stream, Conquer. How's it going? But yeah, last live stream we did the dirt trial for the double murder. We found out it was Celeste, and her ass got executed. We also found out the reason why she did the murdering. She was on some P. Diddy shit. Now we're in the 4th chapter. We find out about the mastermind spy. Documents got taken away. Kirikiri now doesn't trust me anymore. It's mad crazy, but we're gonna continue on and watch the next person who gets murdered. Or will it be a murder? We'll have to find out. So if you're new to this channel, new to this live stream, or gonna watch it as a video once this live stream ends here, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, give this video awesome thumbs up. Also, I appreciate if you share this video to other people. Let them know about my channel, the live streams I do, gameplay recording, short reel videos, or anybody who is into murder solving games, trials, debate type games, or anybody who is into the Danganronpa series. You already know, send them my way. Without any further ado, let's get to it. So, wait, what am I supposed to do now? I know we don't have no free time. As I entered the dining hall, the first thing I saw was her. What are you staring at? Oh, Toko.
What's your problem?
What, you think your eyes will rot just by looking at me? Fine, then don't look at me. I think she's just surprised to see you at the breakfast meeting is all. Indeed, it's been quite a while since you joined us. Yeah, what made you change your mind? Like I said, I like a girl to have some meat on her bone, so I'm gonna start eating. I'm gonna force it down into my stomach. I'm gonna eat it till I drop. I refuse to lose. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Other than that, it looks like Kyoko isn't here.
You know?
Oh, she said she'll come by later. Later?
You know?
Yeah, after you leave. She's not even trying to hide anymore. I know I said she want you to show you some backbone, but you didn't need to show her that much.
Just a second.
You're dirty, Makoto. Dirty president, dirty, You don't understand. You're the type who take the stairs of love 3 steps at a time, aren't you? I'm telling you, it's not like that. Just shut up already, Hina. You've been running your filthy mouth like that all morning. Filthy me? Don't make me repeat myself. I'm not filthy. It's no use denying it. You can't all see how disgusting you are.
Huh?
Shut up. You and that lusty body of yours. Night after night, you go out for your illicit club meetings. Hey, knock it off. I can't deal with dirty stuff like that. You're a midnight sex circular activity only put us even more danger.
Please.
Stop it. You like me to stop? What are you? Your sweet hands gripping the big fat chalk tight. Going for all the extra credit. Your screams are like the screech of violet blackboard. And it's amazing. This idea are coming to me one after another. So would you rather have your black eye or on the left or the right? sorry.
Hey, come on.
Let's leave Toko alone. She's gone a little funny for all her pent-up frustration.
You know?
Anyway, you and Kyoko need to make up already. Yeah, I know. I mean, of course, I want things to get better as soon as possible, but with everything that's been going on, I haven't had a chance to talk to her about what I saw. Before anything, I need to talk to Sakura about it. Sakura, what is it? Can you make some time later? I was hoping I could talk to you. Now that Kyoko dumped him, Mikoto's trying to win Sakura's heart. Are you in a heat, Mikoto? Don't care who they are, as long as they got the right equipment. Watch out, Sakura. Mikoto transformed into a wild beast. Prime Minister Wild Beast of Eastopia. I like this. Can our talk wait until tomorrow? I like to get some rest today. For some reason, I've been feeling more down these last few days. Are you sick? Did you get hurt? No, nothing serious. I just had some minor ache or pains. What is that? That's because of that battle. It must be pretty bad if you have to go rest. Are you sure you're okay? I'm sure a protein shake and some sleep will get me back in my feet.
You got it.
That's true. Protein's good for all kind of stuff.
Hey.
You guys like worship proteins. It's like you're god or something.
Okay.
Koda, I don't know what it is you want to talk to Saga, but save it tomorrow. She's in pain. Yeah, I got it.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You know?
Well, for now, let's eat. Eat, like, I'm kind of nervous. How come?
What's your
'Cause I don't
problem?
usually eat in front of other people. Ever since I was a kid, I eat by myself.
What the heck?
Oh, your family? Well, yeah, I used to live with my dad and mom, and my mom. You got two moms? But that's just how things were. It's like a serious issue. Just let it go. You're asking for trouble, getting involved with her more than you have to. How dare you speak to me with that disgusting mouth of yours? Stop saying stuff like that. Anyway, I'm going to... If I don't, Kyoko will never show up. Pretty miserable situation, man. Got my breakfast as I could and immediately head back to my room. Now I got this fucking shit. These fucking free time. The free times are waste. Are the ones that fucking waste stream time, man. Check what type of new. Anchor I made it. Fine solely for those who control their blood clot, for better or worse, it's unisex. Dark red seat cover. Fine design intended for only the most elite. I guess we could get this. We could get that to Give that to him. I mean, I hope it.
Go.
Guys, it better not be my life. Don't kill me.
Help me. Well,
I wonder how much I could get for this at a pawn shop. Didn't kick it. I appreciate it, really. Does that mean he liked it?
could it be?
Hey, Dakota, you know what I think? You and me meeting like this, it wasn't coincidence. So I got some good news for you. I'm going to give you a psychic reading at a huge discount. Like
How about
discount.
that?
Normally it's $1,000 for 2 hours, but let's call it 900. That's only $900 discount, and even then it's way too
Don't be
expensive.
mean.
Hey, come on, you should count yourself lucky that the ultimate clairvoyant is willing to tell your future. So are you right,
Well,
Hoffman? Sure I am. At a bare minimum, I got 20% chance of accuracy. That's pretty
what
sketchy.
the heck?
For real, don't make that face. Didn't you hear what I said? Time I'm right every time. That includes natural disaster, election and results, you name it. Don't you realize how amazing that is?
How about that?
Okay, fine, I'll give you a special trial run. After I already seen what the future has in store for you. What? What did you see?
Well,
You won't believe what I saw. It appeared that the mother of your children and the mother of my children are the same woman. I refuse, deny, don't like it.
I'm right.
Doesn't
right?
matter if you don't like it, that's just the way it is. 100% accuracy, you said.
You know?
At least. I pray to everything holy that you're wrong. Please be wrong. Now then, since that was a special trial run, I'm afraid I can't apply the discount. That'll be $1,000, please. Don't worry, you can pay me after we get out of here. Wait, hold on. But there's no way you're gonna be right, right? If you like, I can do a reading right now to see whether my reading was right or not. That's your additional fee will apply. Think about it, okay? Let me know as soon as you're ready for my service. This guy. Bro, he's gone. Do I have enough in my bank account to take another crack at it? No, I can't bring myself to pay for something like that. I can't. Can I see how people could fall into that kind of cycle, though? That was close. Please, whoever listening, I'm begging you, whatever else happened, don't let him be right. Once we were all done, I headed back to my room for a little while. I have plenty of time. I don't feel like sitting here, and I should. Alright, let's look at some other items. Some other treasures we have. Besides that chair. A radio with a retro stereo but state-of-the-art technology inside. Of course, there's no reception in this school, so you can't hear anything anyway. I wouldn't know who to get that to. But from a school uniform which increased a value of graduation approach. In a few cases, reservations are necessary. I don't know who. You pour water into the base and blow outside, which can create a variance of sounds similar to chirping birds. Used to disturb a full-length novel based on what the world would like if all of someone's dreams came true. That could have been good for Celeste if she was still alive. You know what? I'm gonna get that to somebody. I'm gonna get that book to somebody. The question is, where is she? Like, you wanna go on a murder spree with me?
Totally not
Thoughts are getting me heated up. Side swing with murderous green was almost valuable. Oh, maybe I can give her that Kitana. Oh, I can't even give it no more, because... present out of nowhere? I'm getting all flustered. I get the impression that she liked that's good. Nothing happened. I ain't getting nothing, no reports.
Attention! Please gather in the gym as soon as you possibly can. Quickly, 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 quickly!
Wait, especially now the access to come to the gym. And he sounds pretty serious about it too. You're the last one, everyone else is already inside. Aren't you going to go in?
However...
I have a bad feeling about this. More than just a feeling, probably. Monokuma did call us all together after all. Sakura,
Well then.
Kodo, something happened to me, Nina.
I'm sorry.
No, never
So
mind.
then.
Who would ever believe someone who doesn't believe in themselves? Huh? Sakura? Everyone must have heard the announcement, and once we all gather at the gym, it began.
Well?
Okay, let's get this show on the road. You're about to give us your next motive situation? Hmm?
That's right.
Got us all together to present another motive, right? Is he right?
Huh?
You have to go through this again? No, not again. I can't take it
I
anymore.
see.
I'm impressed by your level of dismay. You finally see how low on the tempo of life you really are. No, 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 no! That's not it at all. We're not here to talk about motives.
Today,
The reason I gathered you all here is so that I could get rid of my grudge. Your grudge?
Why?
We have a grudge against you? Of course, but I don't recall you ever having a grudge against us. I told you yesterday, didn't I? An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. Stop beating around the bush, just tell us what you're talking about. Oh, you already told everyone how one of you might be working as a spy for me,
Come
right?
on.
Yeah, so what about it?
In other words,
Well, today I'd like to tell you about that spy. Huh?
hey,
So guess what? The spy is actually Sakura Ogami. He said it so openly, it made it sound like it wasn't that big of a deal. Even though he just revealed a huge secret. What? What did you just say? He said the spy is Sakura.
what is this?
What are you talking
You're a
about?
liar.
There's no way Sakura is a spy. Right, Sakura? Sakura. That might just make Sakura fulfill the promise she made sometime soon. If she doesn't, I can't be responsible for what might happen to the hostage or mine. Anyway, that's all I want to say. What you guys choose to do with that information is up to you. Or else to boil her, kill her, don't kill her, or whatever. Either way, I can't wait. Just like that, he was gone. Finally, I understand what he had been talking about. An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. In other words, betrayal would be met with betrayal.
The heck?
What does this mean? The true? Has Ogre really been spying on us with a mastermind? What are you saying? There's no way. But that is what the stuffed animal said, right?
Wrong.
Well, he's wrong. There's just no way.
Hey,
Well, Sakurai, if he's wrong, all you have to do is tell us.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. What? That he was being serious? We're serious? Or we've been working with the mastermind?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. So you've been lying to us the whole time? It's not true. Sakura was fine being controlled. There gotta be some reason. She didn't have a choice. She was just forced to do it. Yeah, I'm sure Hina's right. The mastermind probably threatened her somehow, and Sakura had no choice but to do what she was told. But you're talking like you know that for a fact. Because I don't know it for a fact. Because I saw it. I saw Sakura and Monokuma fighting. That's where I heard it. Mentioned the hostage a second ago, right? During that fight, I heard Sakura said she decided to fight against the mastermind.
I see.
You saw all that. The mastermind took the hostage, so you were forced to swear loyalty to them, right? But in the end, you made up your mind to betray the mastermind.
What?
Which means Sakura is our enemy, she's our friend who we can trust without question. It is ridiculous. Do you live in some sort of alternate reality fairy tale? She was the mastermind too. You actually cannot trust someone like that.
Impossible.
He's right, we can't just believe whatever she says now. How can we even be sure she really did betray the mastermind? Maybe this is a double bluff and she's still doing exactly what the mastermind wants.
what are you saying?
Sakura would never do that. Okay then, Sakura. If you really have cut ties with the mastermind, tell us who they really are. Well,
I'm sorry.
sorry, I can't, even if I don't know that. You don't know. That just makes you all more suspicious.
Please.
She's telling the truth, you have to believe her.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Shut up, I'm not finished questioning
Come
her.
on.
Next question. What's this about a promise? What did the mastermind order you to do? I was told to kill one of my friends. Suddenly felt like the temperature in the room had dropped 20 degrees. The weight of those words. I see. So even now you're taking aim on our lives.
Wrong.
You're wrong. I tell you, Sakura would never do that. You don't have to yell. We can hear you just fine. Don't you have an inside voice?
Terrible.
Because you're not listening to me. Please stop. You don't need to defend me anymore. I have to take full responsibility for this.
However,
How do you intend to do that? By destroying the mastermind. What? I'm going to challenge them. Even if it means we both go down, I will defeat them.
I'm sorry.
That is how I intend to take responsibility. Hold on, what do you mean? If you go both down?
Hina,
I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this. What?
I'm sorry.
I didn't know what to do. I went back and forth about confronting you again and again.
Well,
But I was scared. I thought if I told you, you might think less of me. Sakura,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Turned away from us and left the gym. And then...
This as such, soon the door. Okay then.
Well, it's nighttime. We should all go to bed.
no way.
Hold on, this whole thing with Sakura is
Don't make me repeat myself.
over. She's our enemy. There's nothing more to discuss.
That's terrible.
No, Sakura is not our enemy.
Why?
Why? Why doesn't anyone understand her? What is it you think you understand? You didn't even know who she really was.
What is this?
That's...
Calm down.
Let it go for now, Hina. Talking about it isn't going to help anything. But
Anyway,
go to your room and cool down, and we can continue this discussion tomorrow. It was the worst. The mood in the end of the night was just the worst. Being in such an awful mood. We were honestly glad the day was over. Sakura, she's the traitor. Sakura says Sakura is the enemy, but he's wrong. She's not an enemy. She's my friend without a doubt. But What can I do? What can I do to make everyone believe in Sakura? How? Can't.
But I don't.
Yeah. What's Gucci? What's up?
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially get.
Don't worry about. I need to hurry up and get to the diner hall. Yeah, look, good money. It's still annoying me. Is she really that mad at me? But actually, it's not just Kyoko. His Monokuma summoned us last night. The elements around us haven't really had like. Most feel like looming up over us, weighing us down. Need to patch things up with Kyoko as soon as possible. Just freaking hungry. Go eat! Kodo, are you okay? What do you mean? You were late, so we were worried about you. What a duck. Yo, Rocco, what are you doing here?
What the heck?
They're taking refuge here? Refuge?
Such
Don't make that stupid face. We have to protect ourselves against the mastermind tool. Mastermind, are you talking about Sakura? That's when I finally noticed the only one that wasn't in the dining hall was Sakura. Where it Sakura?
Stop talking.
All I know is if she were here, I wouldn't be. The only reason I went out my way to join the rest of the US was a safeguard against the threat. The threat?
What is this?
Why? Why do you hate her so much?
Naturally.
Is it obvious? Because this makes things unfair. Unfair. The game should be fair to all players. That exists of a spy for the mastermind upset the balance.
What the heck?
That's a stupid reason.
What did you
Stupid.
say?
This is the life or death game, is it not?
That's terrible.
It is stupid. You're a stupid idiot.
Hey.
Before you get too far into your argument, maybe you should stop and think things through. Why did the mastermind reveal that Sakura was the spy to us?
What the heck?
They were getting revenge on her, right? Like Monokuma said, an eye for an eye.
However,
That may be part of it, but it's not the whole picture. Revealing the fact was also meant to serve as the next motive. The mastermind wanted to give us the chaos and confusion born from suspicion and the hatred.
in other words,
That's right. Here, the fighting, the bickering, and it's the trap that the mastermind laid for us. Knowing that, will you still stand here and argue like a child?
but
It's not what I'm trying to do. It's just, I mean, how can I get you guys to believe in Sakura again? She really can beat the mastermind, like she said. That'll go a long way in my mind.
what are you saying?
Idiot, you really asked her to do something so dangerous? What if something terrible happens to her?
Interesting.
It wouldn't matter.
Huh?
What? Sakura were to die. That's one less person for the mastermind to control. I have no problem with that. Hold on, Byakuya. In fact, if she did die, that would settle this entire issue, wouldn't it? It would put the whole problem to rest.
What the hell?
Ooh! You got bitch slapped! That's what everybody's been wanting you to get. The ultimate bitch slap. Supposed to be the ultimate prodigy. The ultimate nigga that got slapped. that's what you got. I can't eat anything I really want. Damn.
You disgust me. You're a monster. To say something like that, it should have been you. You should have been the one to die.
Damn.
What?
I should have died? Interesting. Then are you planning to take care of that yourself? Go ahead, try if you dare. That's how it works here, after all.
What is this?
You think I can't do it? Hina, calm down.
That's right.
This is exactly what the mastermind wanted, and exactly what Sakura doesn't want. What's wrong? Lost your nerves? I'm leaving. Be in my room. Remember when anger Hina ran off? That stupid cow, how dare she? She should have died 1,000 deaths. No, 1,000,000. So she was just another hysterical little girl, hardly worth my attention.
Just a second.
What other people call having feelings, Rakia, and all you can do is mock them for it. What's wrong with that?
Hey.
Friendly word of warning. Someday that attitude is going to come back and bite you hard.
I don't have time to play with you.
And I will happily indulge this attempt. So, you know. How about we eat? Maybe now, not a good time. Yeah, where each of us left the diner hall. We head back to our rooms one by one. Yo, do we really have time for free time, man? Why do you keep giving me free time? Free time is wasting stream time. That's what I call it. Free time wasting stream time. Get with the dance though. Can I just sleep and skip the time? Like this is ridiculous. Please, like, come on, like. Oh, I don't want to do free time no more, man. The gifts and shit, like, you gotta figure out what gift goes to what person is. It's annoying. Like, I'd rather sleep. I don't want to do no free time no more, man.
As such, soon, okay?
Night's already. Tonight feels somehow uneasy. We still haven't settled things with Sakura. Everyone is in terrible mood. I just hope nothing happens tonight.
And that's...
Good morning, everyone. Get ready.
Huh? Huh? Was that someone screaming? I think it came from the dining hall. We gotta head to the dining hall, cause Amber's hungry. She's hungry. She's hungry. Amber's hungry. We gotta go to the dining hall. Poison him. Coda, we got a big problem. What's wrong? Look. Hero Springer shook as he pointed.
Hina!
Hina,
Are you okay?
what happened?
She killed her. Genocide Jill killed Hina.
You gotta be kidding!
No, she's not dead. Open your eyes. No way she's dead. Why? What happened? Well, Toko and Hina just all of a sudden they were yelling and then they knocked the prepper off the table. And that led to a sneeze. Our giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? I might be flat, but at least mine are real. And look at my sharply collarbone. Doesn't it just totally set you on fire? What the? Yo, this girl. Anyway, you're totally non-adorable boys. Just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else I'll start cutting. Hater asshole. cutting, and indulge myself who knows how long. Okay, now let's get Hina to the nurse office. Come on, Hero, help me. Sure thing. Zach and Breslau chase us out of the room as we carry Hina away. By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse office, she seemed to have finally regained her composure.
Sorry.
Thank you. Are you sure you're feeling better? It was really just a scratch. But still, that was super close. If I haven't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know? Well, yes, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir. So sarcastic, that just makes you sound even more hostile. Hey, you know, what the heck happened? We got into a fight and I lost my temper and I blew off the handle. Let me guess, the fight was because of Sakura. At first I tried to just annoy it. You let jerks buttholes... you let jerk butthole get to you all the time. You'll never have time left to live your life. She wouldn't let it go, so I just... Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like a dozen times.
Serious?
Doesn't punch it isn't really without thinking. When things got out of hand, just like Jack got let loose, right?
Sorry.
My own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she was saying all those terrible things about my friend, you know? Before I knew it, Hina started welling up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door in the nurse office burst open, and I thought the door was gonna fly off the hinge. And there she stood before us. Hina. Sakura? You're hurt. What happened?
Huh?
Oh, no, nothing. It's not a big deal. Mikoto here, what's the meaning of this? It wasn't me, it was genocide. Jill, all that demented, murderous fiend. Her Hina, damn you. So leave me alone, but hurt her? What is this?
How dare you?
What is this? I'm okay, really, it's just a scratch.
No forgiveness.
Unforgivable. I can't forget them. Here, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me. I don't hate you exactly. Why? Somebody save me. Hiro nearly tripped over himself and ran screaming out of the nurse office. But just as a second later, what's going on? What is all this noise about? Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse office, taking here spot on the room. Gathered that something happened. Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura. You don't need to stop me, I'm okay. I'm not gonna do anything, I'm drawing a line right here and now. Drawing a line. Goodbye. Wait, Sakura. I'm gonna spring into action, leaving the nurse office to chase after Sakura. The only one left for her. Yo. You better forgive me, man. We're... Stop your little hatred towards me, man. Because I didn't want to tell you the secret. You gotta treat me like nothing. Kyoko. Are you still mad? Yeah, I figure. It's fine. Huh? About the issue we discussed earlier, it doesn't matter anymore. Do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
In other words,
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? Yeah. To think like that.
I wouldn't have
such
expected such
to say it.
arrogance from you.
What?
Because
Ultimately, that means you don't trust me. No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind.
That's
I'm sorry. Man, I already forgot about it. Size.
and
I may have overreacted. Huh?
anyway,
Maybe it's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it. Okay, thank you. The issue we discussed doesn't matter anymore. I want to talk to you about something else. Then do you... No, not...
I wouldn't have because that's fine. And anyway.
What does he want to talk about?
Indeed.
Exactly. I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there. Where?
So,
Just come with me, you'll find out. I guess, but...
shall we go?
Well then, shall we get going? Ooh, we got some business. What type of business? Where we going? It's a little different. Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace. Kyoko. I hurried to catch up to her. She walked ahead in silence, and in silence I chased her. Eventually we arrived. In the dressing room! Oh, okay. So something else you want to mention? That's right. It has to do with alter ego. But you said we didn't need alter ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need him. I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs alter ego. He has business with us. Huh?
Right.
Ego asked me to bring in others to come see him. Apparently he has something he wants to access. He wants to access something. Alright. Hello. So just the two of you, Kyoko and Mikoto. Kyoko finger glide across the keyboard. Two not enough? No, it's okay. Two should be plenty. What does he want to access? Let's find out, shall we? So yeah, I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to a school network.
What?
What? Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, "Why?" Well, you said my job was done, alright, but to just stop here, saying I finished my work? I don't want that. I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. That's what Master would have wanted us to. So to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of this school, the only way I can help is if you connect me to this school network. But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the mastermind will find out about it. They'll find you and you agree, right, Kyoko? Realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm some inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed, too admirable, too fragile.
Hey.
You remember what you asked before, Mikoto. You asked what's the difference is between a person and a program, right? Yeah.
Certainly.
When I talk to Okuiga, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that question even the program creator can't answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Kyoko, to be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore because if we take any more risks, the mastermind really would notice it. But
Makoto.
let's do it, Mikoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to a network. But
Hey.
he's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says that he wants to fight alongside his friends.
Now,
If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? You saw everyone else fighting and doing their best. Could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend. Hey, are you guys fighting? About me, please don't. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this. So please, let me try.
listen.
Besides, there's one place where the mastermind might not notice. One place.
That's right.
Remember, the other place besides here where there is no surveillance cameras. I said the secret room you're talking about. I definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in there.
Indeed.
And I do believe you can connect the network from there. I remember seeing an ether port on the wall. However, just because there's no camera doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to ensure the mastermind is monitoring the network somehow. We'll also have to move Alter Ego and the mastermind may spot us going to the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
That's what we have to do.
But despite all that, I still think we need to try.
Correct.
Because that's our best chance to find any new clues. Kyoko, in that case, will you let me carry him? No way he could hide. You can hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do
It's
it.
true.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So then,
Then let's get started. I'm gonna be a little cramped for you, alter ego. Bear with us, okay? Started packing up right away. I closed the laptop, stuffed it underneath my jacket. What the fuck? It tickles. You're a fucking AI. You can't feel shit. The fuck? Shh. Can't talk right now. I'm going to move you to another room until we get there. You have to absolute silent, okay? Understood. Your command has been implied. Good. Have him react like a machine like that. All of a sudden, I don't know how to react.
Makoto.
The secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers, so there might be a network cable in there.
However,
Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, all we can do is go and check for ourselves.
it's true.
Great, let's head to the secret room. Yo, where the fuck is that secret room at? I know it's some bathroom, but I don't remember which one. Ah, okay, it's right here.
Hey,
Hey, Mikoto.
why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go. Make sure you don't run off. I'm gonna be right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so... I thought I made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Or are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm
So
going.
then,
Be thorough. I'm counting on you. Okay, first we have to find a network cable. Okay, there should be a bunch of cables. Found this, a network cable, right? Now we have to connect all to... Really got to work. I pull off the laptop connected to the Ethernet port with the cable. That's should do it.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it works.
Leave it to me.
Leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please just wait a little while longer. Just hold tight and put your faith in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all of the rest of us as friends. Friends? You and me? Thank you. Thank you, Mikoto.
Makoto.
I would go. Well, went okay, but all the documents were gone, just like I told you. Our plight was to acting in real feelings.
Correct.
I see. There's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Well, I knew Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore. That much was for sure.
What?
Kyoko, yes. So we're just
Why
gonna
is
split
that?
up? Of course. I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Maybe, but isn't it that little too direct? Should I hesitate if I move for something to say you're so high maintenance? That's not what I meant. Just had more I wanted to talk to you about. Like, what are you going to do about soccer?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However,
But the way things are right now, there's no way to pursue anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. Then what should we do?
So-
We can find some new clue that would likely change the situation. That's all we can hope for right now. Which is why all
correct.
we can do is wait and believe in our friend. You're right. It's our only option. We part ways and I head back to my room. Kinda tired, so I lay down in bed. Maybe it was because of the stress moving out, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long, I completely dozed off. Huh? Then a sharp sound door will pierce my sleeping haze and pull me back to the real world.
Makoto.
Rikoto, get out of here. Yoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me and she was white as a ghost. Sound like something happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. I can't get the door open. It is locked. Go to Kyoko, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside. When I did... Sakura. Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey,
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
Just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window, but couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking and tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond.
Huh?
So what should we do? What are we gonna do?
anyway.
So we need to get into that room. The door is locked, right? If we break, we'll be violating school regulation. We're going to force our way in.
Wrong.
The door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door is the Havoc door. Then why?
It would seem...
Looks like the door is pressing against something inside a room. Is it a chair? A chair?
In other words...
The way the door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem breaking in. Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. I'll go get something to break it with. Wait, here. Looks like Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She just unconscious, right? She okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. Kyoko didn't reply. It was only silence, but that silence didn't last long. Here. Not a broom. In classroom, use it.
Makoto.
You handle this, right?
Please!
Please hurry. Okay, you two stand back. I took a hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could, aiming directly at the window. All it took was one solid hit. The window shattered to 100 pieces, scattered across the room. I stuck my hand through the door window and started jolting the chair, leaning against the door. The chair pretty heavy, but if I can just push it with all the strength and finally knob. Sakura, I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her, all I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of my living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body, and then...
A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin! Danganronpa.
Huh? Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes started steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wonder what was she confirming that Sakura really was dead, checking for a pulse or reaction. I had to go get them. I had to go get the others. On a shaky leg, Hina left the rec room. And why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. Just stood there emotionally behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there unable to do a thing, time just passed. After that, I don't know how long. I got everyone.
What?
Oga?
Yes, yes.
So she's dead.
I see.
Sakura's been killed, I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means.
Interesting.
Sakura murdered and by someone in this very room. And that what you're going to say.
Huh?
No, whoever killed her. Not just someone in this room.
It's your fault.
It was one of yous. Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, one of you killed Sakura.
What?
You're accusing us before we even began the investigation? I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
Won't forgive you.
One of you did it, I know it. You know it.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much. Just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on.
It's obvious I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer. That's right.
On a Kuma file.
And don't get so mad, Miss Saina, or you're gonna ruin the raw little face of yours. Now then, with that, hold on. There's something I want to ask you. Huh? It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura. Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to the most regrettable end without even getting a chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that. It saved me the trouble having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey,
Gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her. So I don't know who it was, but whoever the Blacken is, this time I owe you one.
what is this?
You owe them one. Oopsie, before you get all pissy potty at me, better figure out who did it first. Because I mean, your lives are all on the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one.
I won't forgive you.
I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I, for one, I'm glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. You want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. So let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. Yeah, I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Sorry, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Go Danny. Hina's guard number one, but we need... Oh, Kyoko, that's you.
what?
Me? You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly, considering that it's an order. An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
Huh?
What?
It's your fault.
One of you killed Sakura. I won't
forgive you.
let someone like that come anywhere near her. Don't be stupid. Our lives are just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting it. One who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force. You're not getting here. Well, Paris' further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise? I won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me. What? You don't really care, don't you? You're both useless anyway. Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time covering up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hero, do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I
It's
care?
all clear now.
Then it's decide.
Hey,
Nothing to decide.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, but you should agree to this request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive and to honor Sakura's memory. fine, I guess stealth, okay, but no matter what, Bianca, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen.
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind. If we can't uncover the Sakura killer,
Listen to me.
all will face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's kind of a hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. Investigation time! Better check motor profile before anything else. But the time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the third floor. There is evidence of strong blow to the victim's head. No other injury were noticed. However, it seemed that at this point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood.
Hey.
I think this case this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
So...
The only way to the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with the chair from the inside of the rec room. Which means the killer would have to escape somehow after burying the door. So the door was blocked from the inside, and then there was no way or out till we broke the window. There's like zero escape, right?
In other words...
Or this is a classic locker room murder. Locker room murder. Guess you might see this kind of thing a lot of mystery movies or books or whatever, but could it really happen in real life and right before our very eyes like this? Are you curious to hear more about what a locker room murder? Sure, if you don't mind.
That's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is the locker room is created after an actual crime is committed. This simple means that the killer committed his crime, then through some special method seal the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the room. Basically approach clues using a string or a simple method. Yeah, there are a number of variations. So for that, all we have to do is check the door to see it.
Correct.
The second type is the locked room already exists before the crime was committed.
In other words...
Basically, the killer used a specific contraction or a tool from outside the target. The victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot arrow through the gaps. Like
However,
that. But in this case, it doesn't seem to fit. There's no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Maybe we could cross that one.
it's true.
The third type is the killer stayed in the room until it opened. What do you mean by that?
In other words...
They stay hidden when the door is open, then use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend that they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. It's not like it could have been possible, maybe.
It's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room.
Words.
By that, I mean there actually is an alternative escape route somewhere within the room. You see, this is a lot of novel things, but in reality, it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too?
Indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to the locked rooms, there's which one of those 4 choices seem the most likely in this case?
It's true.
Good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. Not gonna draw her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. The obvious evidence of a blow to the head. Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that what killed her. According to Mokopal, she was also vomiting blood. And I could see the trace of blood in her lips for sure. But what would have caused her to vomit blood? Mokopal specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe her getting hit in the head somehow caused the start of vomiting blood? Not a chance. Yeah.
That's fine.
Wherever your eyes have landed on most interesting location. Interesting.
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. Reach Sakura vomit obviously has to be connected to why she died. This looked like some kind of wrapper. Oh, that's... You recognize the Hina?
Well,
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out that it's like Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help calm her down. She gave her that candy stock. I found a big box in the warehouse. I really liked them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. I really liked them that much.
I mean,
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've lost all their flavors. The lock is open, and there on the inside, it's a handprint.
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint all over dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh too. I say someone was hiding here in the locker and left behind a little something extra. So then the killer hid in here until the locker room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped up and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Fortunately, that's not possible. Why not?
Hey,
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, the locker was already open at that point.
indeed.
There's no way someone could have put it in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then what does that handprint mean? There are shards of glass scattered all over the chair Sakura was sitting on. Glass is all red. These are the top and bottom section of the bottle, right? This must have originally been a bottle. Something else on the ground made of glass. It's bigger. It fits the palm of the hand. The Monokuma finger. Some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room.
So,
Like a protein drink. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loves her protein. She mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of animals.
wrong.
I would have taken that to the heart. I know. But still, this protein can got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. You must have gotten it from the chem lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. What is it?
Hey,
See what scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be part of the window I broke to get inside. They aren't just scattered around. They can also underneath it. What does that matter?
so,
I can say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become important clue later on. Clue, I'm not sure I can see. There are 4 red bottles lined up in the shelf. And inside each bottle there is some Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is how they get those figurines inside a bottle.
so,
No different from your standard ship in the bottle, huh? You know where the bottle opening is smaller than the boat place inside? You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I...
in other
So,
words,
this is the Monokuma version of that. Monokuma bottle, if you will. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. Sitting on the shelf. The figure we found on the ground. The red shard of the glass, which probably started at the bottom. which means Sakura must have been hit the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shard of glass and the Monokuma finger are evidence of that. So, I think it's safe to say that Monokuma bottle was the weapon. There's a bloodstain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died?
What the heck?
You already know who did it.
I won't forgive you.
It had to be one of them. They could have stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Mikoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. See, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her, you know, where, right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own, but when I saw her again after that, she told me, said that she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet in the rec room by noon. I knew. Murkoff said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right in front of Sakura herself, and I tried to stop her. She wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. That is what happened. If I stopped her by forcing, this would have happened. Mina. Also not to have regrets, I know. The fact that she had asked those three to meet for her, she asked her to come in the rec room at noon, same time the place she died, might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly.
What?
What do you want? Your bottom. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it says and risk being killed by the monster? So you didn't go to see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. He said he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Yo, we need to jump this guy, bro. We truly need to jump this guy. Oh. Sorry about that. I'm not starting to get hungry. I'm starting to get hungry now. The chair was shoved against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special along with it. Alright. We're leaving this room.
However,
But for Sakura to be a big deal, yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
Karen didn't. I would say she was the ultimate martial artist, strong in the body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly, they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. The same show magazine. They're all different kind of magazine here.
What the heck? I won't.
Don't make me repeat myself.
It's not letting me fucking leave. What the hell?
What the heck? I won't forgive you.
So, however... Indeed.
Going all the way out of the rec room. Door doesn't have a...
Listen.
Coco, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so for the most part.
So then...
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard there, so I can't help you.
Listen to me.
That's why I decide you'll go in my place. She decides. She got it. A lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I do have to talk to the others. Wants to meet with the two other people. I needed to hear it from there. Press the doorbell. Ding dong. After a few seconds. Who's there? The most negative aura I ever felt. Or totally decayed.
What do you...
What
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slid her out into the hall.
What do you want?
So you wanted to talk to me about something. Talking about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. What? I
Well,
don't know what you're talking about. Yaka already told me she asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said too, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious. Yeah, pretty much, so I can tell. So, can you tell me about it? I admit it, I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it after fact. If that's good enough, then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated to her room. I wonder, am I able to go to other people's room? After a few seconds.
You know?
What's up, Toto? Did you need something? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How did you know about that? Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have you special ability awakening you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. She told me herself she wanted to ask Ryoko and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? Well, she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she wrote you a note? Yeah, a note she gave it to me in person. She happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then, you went to meet with Sakura? No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw her was when Hina got hurt, and I took her to the nurse office.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Put it around his pocket.
Hey, come
Sorry,
on.
it looks like I don't have it anymore. What a big goofy smile on his face. He pulled his hand back out of his pocket. When he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of your pocket. Huh? Look at the wind. He'll snatch it back up again. Show it back to his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash. I forgot to throw trash.
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slapped back into the room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Okay, so I heard from Joker here, what's next? Definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. It must have come from the chemical lab. So where should I start?
What?
Nicole, did you have your eyes on the chemical lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. Yo, don't let me get Hina to come back and bitch slap you. This isn't my first time seeing the show, but just can't get over how big it is. Let's take a closer look. Like the three shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. More point right now. Most of the powder have been spilled in front of the shelf. Have to be careful not to step on it. what's on this shelf. All kinds of dietary supplies and different medicine. Things we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All contains a shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess consider it section A. So wait. There's one bottle here labeled Chem C9. Did someone on an accident? So on this shelf is looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about chemical reactions. Have you lived in such an ignorance for so long? This must truly be blessed. Is that kind of harsh? What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
Fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. Didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter right now. I need to focus on shelves. Table, letter B, and a number. So I guess consider shelf section B. Don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry much about this shelf. Oh my god. One look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. You look like poison and powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with letter C and number. So I guess I consider this part of shelving a C. I should try to find out more about these shelving units. Looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dyes, B, resin, and C chemicals. Soccer must have got a protein powder from section A. What concerned me is in section A there was a bottle with the label section C. What was it from section C doing going on there? There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? Looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chemical C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? On the 4th floor this morning, checking things out. At that point, this room wasn't like this. And this powder must have been spilled. That's right. It could have been around the time of the incident. That really is what when it happened. It must be related to the case somehow. These are footprints. They're only in front of the left. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? You may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With a insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen. Well, let's go. Chop chop. Hey. So I got to work, and before long I drew up the sketch of the room. So this is not bad for you, I mean. For me. When you look at this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left those footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to the shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what it's showing me.
I see.
It must be
Certainly
hold
possible.
on. Are they yours? No. Okay, then let me see your shoes. I'll confirm with their size myself. Got to. So quietly, I quietly did what Dracula said. I see your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately, but with how clear these prints are, it should be easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints are a really valuable clue. Put your parts together. That's one of the shelves. Went through the print, whoever it was, the only ones. Okay, where's the rec room again? No, that's the rec room, the rec room!
Hey,
Good, how's your investigation going? Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
See, so along with Byakuya, they both claim they didn't see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must have been lying. Someone's lying?
Anyway,
Well, I made some progress on my own. Knock a body, the shelf, a magazine, and a one bottle. These three things have relative new clues. We do well to look them over one more time. Who was hiding a clue somewhere? Clues. These magazines are upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. To the invert magazine, flip it through. This is one of the pages near the center in the magazine. The word has been written in bloody letter. It says Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Yoko, is this
So,
the dying message? Someone under that you think it's right.
however,
Just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, that says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like.
What the heck?
And she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
Forgive
That, oh,
me.
she's the killer for sure. That conclusive evidence, right? You can use it to corner that killer. See why you would think of that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me think much more suspicious. Of course, Yoga, there's still something to be discovered from inside of
just
the
a
body.
second.
Just staring off into space and going to help you figure out anything. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey,
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
whew,
There's no getting around it. Like me, Kyoko didn't recall at the thought of touching a dead body. Completely unemotional. It's that kind of thing I've grown conservatively used to, although there's still some time. Can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't believe
it's
it.
true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So,
I imagine it because I had plenty of opportunity to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
hey,
More important, look here. Her shoes. You see that yellow powder So yeah, it stands out.
I see.
That powder is a clue number 1.
Hey,
Next is the wound to her head. Look
it's
carefully.
true.
Actually, even tell you that it's incredibly difficult to spot it. So
It would
Right.
seem...
clear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows. Interesting. What you say? There's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. I think you said that found a new clue of all. He knew something.
Hey,
Figure it out. There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay closer. You just tell me what it is.
So-
Don't mind guiding you towards clue. Giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions so that everyone can have a confidence outcome. It is not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer. I do trust you to a degree, otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree.
hey,
Okay, there's one other thing about Monokuma bottle that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me?
anyway,
You can gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle. Try to get the small pieces too. Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
that doesn't matter.
I already done it through the investigation, so fine. And that Akuya's not here, so
So then,
I need to get something from the chemical lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glasses. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what it is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom, dustpan, and got to work collecting all the pieces. And just so I finish up, sorry to keep you waiting.
so then,
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are you doing?
in other words,
I got a scale from the chemical lab. We're going to use it to compare the weight of what? Piece of glass you collected. One of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It makes sense when we're done.
listen,
Compare the weight of the two known
in
is
other
balanced,
words,
which means each Monokuma bottle weight about the same. Makes sense. The Monokuma rigor inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
Now here comes the important part. All the pieces you picked up on the bounce off the piece I collect.
so then,
You are heavier. How's that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words,
It's all experiment and inspiration between each other about to put it all together. I believe you will arrive at one very precise conclusion. So what do you think? Go on. Well, time for the class trial.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the...
The ultimate martial artist. A locker room murder mystery?
What?
What the? Oh, just recently discovered the power of... Like, no matter how awful something is, if you're tossed in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic, you find a dead body. This is just plain creepy.
Well?
How about the reverse? No matter how great something is, you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you have 100 friends. He's right, that does make it seem sad.
Wait, I can't wait.
Now then, please get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get it, you guys. What do you act so casually after murdering someone?
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm
Don't be mean.
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. But there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. Kill that the one murder sufferer. She was stronger than anyone I know. Yet someone killed her. And that person is here. That person is one of us. We'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. Someone's using the bathroom, so I gotta wait. Moving toward the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climb into our field. Hold up. Okay, sorry about that. I'm done. I was finally able to use the bathroom. So, decline until I steal prison on total silence. and fell began to sinister descend. Yeah, that elevator used to be full. Now it's like literally only 6 people. Fell lower and lower, as suddenly as always. The ride was over. The door opened once again. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? There's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault. We're all in that left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely? Now then, are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opens for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly debate, a deadly class trial. Yeah, let's just get to this shit already.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
So, your vote.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Whoa, deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
You seem really sure that one of those 3 is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing that.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have refugios?
No, it's wrong. Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those 3 killed her.
And I can't disagree with Hina. That's a good reason to suspect all 3 of them. Does that mean one of them did it?
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all 3 of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw...
No, that's wrong. Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's...
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
Well, I mean... Yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was... when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hiro said can be right. Because Sakura only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse office.
I got it! I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy until after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was... Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all! I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Proof? What are you... Stop!
I'm talking about her shining message! At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood. It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for you.
Hold on.
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense. I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
No, it's wrong.
Whoa!
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is.
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
No, I actually do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Oh, we're going against you.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh! Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh! I'm at least 30% right. Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
Now I actually got better at this now.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her! Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked?
And when I got there... And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something. As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain, and until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
I got it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden. By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
Then who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait! But more important, that doesn't even matter! We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it!
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious! That's just... I don't...
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but... I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
No, that's wrong! If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right?
Which means either the knight and the queen was used.
And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had in.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
Correlation between Monokuma bottles, I feel like it starts to become clear. The connection must be with the object that Monokuma figured inside each bottle is holding. Harlem D. Leon, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. How's it going?
The chess pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear, bro.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that mean?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. And on the ground was the knight.
Now I really don't even know when I'm gonna actually do that.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while 1 apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Oh my god.
Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
I got it! The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to... And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is... there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figurines. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case. I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room. Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, the Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
The locker.
Hiding me in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof to show Toko was hiding in the rec room. Now I have it. She left it there for everyone. A new element that has been added to Bullet Time Battle. Would you like to hear more? Hey! So far, you've probably been pressing triangle during your final strike without a second thought. But from now on, you're gonna have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you'll have to choose the proper true bullet. To use during your coup de grace. You selected it the same way during the non-stop debate. Simply press L1. Also, like the debate, if you're set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. But that's a good purpose. You're going to pretend you set. You didn't finish Mario RPG. It was the finalized. Yeah, I finished it last week. On Thursday, yeah. Oh, by the way, you're absolutely halfway through the game now. Go. Well then, good luck and have fun. So why are we having another...
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! Enough! It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. That's enough!
This should prove it. Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking.
No, because I saved it on the same file, so it's not gonna... If I saved it on a second file, then it would have showed... If I would have saved it on a new file, it would have showed the start there, but since I decided to save it on the same file, you're not gonna see the star there.
Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
Okay, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura!
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again?
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
Damn.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yeah, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growl. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw all that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazine. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Guess who's back?
What's your fault after all?
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories, so I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
That's good. Keep talking like that, and Hina's gonna.
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
I thought for sure she had some words for Hiro on that.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd.
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It
Tell
wasn't.
us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling. I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
No, that's wrong. We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But...
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
Huh. So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna see if I'm able to do one this Saturday. If not, I'm probably not gonna be able to do one until the 13th of next month. Is that correct? The 13th? Hold up. Let me check the calendar. Yeah, the 13th. Yeah, the 13th.
No, I don't think that's possible. I got it! Even before we open the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How did you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Will we be missing something so important? If there's another possible explanation, maybe it's... Ding, 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 ding.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
No, it's wrong.
You're wrong!
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? And I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I...
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C.
Are you going to do a multiplayer game? When? What do you mean, when? Like this week? Or are you talking about Liddy Livestream?
In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean...
I couldn't believe my eye. I could put the bottle of poison in this lip and we were so shocked at what we were seeing. All we could do was stand there and watch. But as it were the most natural thing in the world, Braca was as calm as ever.
That tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein? Can I see that bottle for a second?
Oh, sure. Do whatever you like.
It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which, to me, the concentrated poison must have been, could it be... God damn, where's the...
Now I understand.
I gotta see, I mean, like I said, I gotta see what goes on
Poured into the protein.
this Saturday. And I gotta see, for the dirt team.
If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true.
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched, so the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no... All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see...
It was me. The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe...
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... The two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink, but when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she drowned it. All at once. And...
Hold it! I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
well... that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the camp.
Well, right away, I went to Section C.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder. And that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that? Can you repeat that?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section A.
No, that's wrong.
Yo, what?
You said you went to get the poison from Section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section... But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said.
What?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise.
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just...
What the? What's the meaning of this?
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section...
Well...
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account. Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Damn. The real person who's losing this is Tsugami right now. You're the real one who lost this.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this. It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh? Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us, the bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked, there's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked, but how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded...
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you know what I don't...
We said that because there's evidence. The proof.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying... someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible! It had to have been in there the whole time! It had to be!
It was in there before...
No, that's wrong. You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course! It came from the window you broke to get in!
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the game.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
That's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to...
What do you think, Makoto?
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned her? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, We know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poison.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
No, it's not a lie. So definitely won't. Oh, here we go. Another one of these shits, man.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Stop talking! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it.
Man, that was a lot tougher. That was a lot. Man, I feel like I'm gonna get a bad grade for that one.
Did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contains.
No! It was me! Because I killed...
No, you didn't kill her. Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room. I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door because you already knew Sakura was dead, and because the bottle of poison had rolled near the door.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were. You said you were going to go get everyone, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together, and once you were back in the rec room, while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence. The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence. And yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! I killed her!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is! Actually, no. You have to end this properly.
Okay, I think the other one is...
killer is you! This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he picked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened, knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina. That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong? What's it gonna be? What's it? Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire
Okay, we're done here.
What did you
So,
say?
that's the whole truth? I see, but there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Nina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
Thinking.
And yet why did you do that?
Don't be mean.
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because it's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because of all you pushed her into the corner. You all killed her. So that's why.
You should have been.
I could have let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? We had to atone for our sins because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all had to pay for our crimes. You're serious? That's...
What is
You
this?
still don't understand that. Let me explain. Did you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate, so intense, and of just waiting to be killed. I do it by my own hand. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hands. That's found on the ground in front of the rec room. Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note. Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse office. I ran after her and I could calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness.
You try to protect me, but because of me,
I can't forgive
my closest
this.
friend got hurt. Sakura, because of me, my friend are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault. Which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? Can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry, I just want to talk to them.
But,
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you, Hina, please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemies. They're my friends. Sakura. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would understand she was a friend to all of us, and yet... You trample all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding. Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you would have even listened to what she had to say without asking a single question. You tried to kill her. Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hands.
why?
That's how far you pushed her. What happened to you? You came. Right? Wait, right here. I'll help you out. Nah. Huh? So glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? What are you talking like that? I have favors to ask. favor.
Some.
I like some protein. Could I ask you to? Yeah, you got it. Just hang in there. I'll be right. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized I saw someone had taken something from the poison shelf, Sakura, so I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura,
Please.
let me in, please. Open the door.
Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weakness, just like other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That weakness, that's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I try to protect her and I suffer for it. And that's just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. We killed her, all of us. We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you try to lead us astray? You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during that class trial. Sakura died hating all of us and wanted to free her of regrets. But even that got found out in the end and I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt, right? When you're about to deliver the final tear jerk, but
Hey!
just taking so long, I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking, because her and me,
In other words,
what I'm really trying to say is,
yes indeed.
don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
Suicide notes, Sakura suicide notes. What, but Hina already...
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and I put it in her room. What then? You lied to me?
Unbelievable.
I don't say lie. It made it sound so dirty. I just thought I lived things up a bit.
Well, now,
I can't help it if you totally took my little scribble at face value. It didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the one jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factor in it, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process, okay? And scene cut.
And
So then, what did she wrote in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic harmony narrative voice.
Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
And isn't it just unfortunate killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Give me the willies.
enough already.
Can you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, please, talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
See, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for 300
I
years.
couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the
And
master.
what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off to wait until we reach another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying to desperately stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. More than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. So that's why, Sakura.
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic, or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But fortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicious disharmony. The Mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get the situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I decided to do as the Mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit
But
murder.
I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
The Mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of the conflict among you all dies with me. And for that, I'm willing to give up my
If
life.
it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I never had people like you in my life. Damn, man. This sucks.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us. She wanted to stop us from fighting to protect us.
Correct.
She didn't end her life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong, too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limited strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind plan, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Rayaka Toko, Hero, on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive. But I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But
This is... That's not how she felt, not at all. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one. She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, and she deserves it. Now then, the next victor has been decided. What do you mean the next victor? Nobody... here blames anyone. Huh? First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with the fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura death wasn't a waste. Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. It's all because of that misplaced hatred.
Well,
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either. Whether or not they were a spy never really mattered because the one we needed to destroy is you, nobody else. The heck? That's not how that's supposed to go. Anyway, are you sure about that? The killing game is a competition between all of you, remember. You're enemies, each. That's what we right about that. Ah, lovely rock, you understand it, don't you? It's a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. That can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I'm blowing out of the game. Huh?
Natural.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the other have cast aside their fear of this game.
Don't make me repeat.
There's no point participating in the game which has lost the sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer participate in it. What's going on here? Now I have only one thing to look forward to.
It's all clear.
That's to heap the harsh possible punishment onto the one who thinks that they can control me. Yaga, does that mean? Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentiment, if that's what you're thinking. Wherever master goes, I go. If the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I catch up on fire, everyone.
Hey,
And now, can you say that Sakura death had no meaning? How boring, but nothing good come off of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
what the heck?
Fun time. Anyway, let's forget about the good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to punish
The
you
moment
guys?
you've all been waiting for the punishment time. Wait, Sakura would technically the killer, right? She's dead. You're not gonna. Is it me? Oh heaven no! Just because the black is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever old student I want. Did I tell you I'm particularly about the bare time one rule?
Listen up!
But I spent so much preparing my special punishment, it's be a shame to let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I prepare a special guest. Let's get everything we got.
It's punishment time!
Oh, damn. He found the laptop. Excavator Destroyer. You suck, man. You turned him into a mango hunk of junk. Ooh, that really took out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for a post-workout grub, chicken where it's at. And I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, bro, give me a break. The color, the smell, the grill is where it's at. Guys, how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think of everyone else, my encouragement starts to grow. You might think I'm just inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay. For the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Those eagle words race through my heart and soul, and like this gate way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boil over. The bubbly updoe in my body quickly overflow and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend. How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up. He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend. And you killed him. Is this what you call enemies? Where a soul dwells within a thing, even like a laptop? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky and sneaky.
Just as I
So you
thought.
finally noticed them.
Actually,
Finally, no, I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Shiori was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all gonna play out from the start. What?
What are you
You
thinking?
knew you were still cocking enough to let us take the plunge?
yep.
Well, I mean, the data in the laptop, it was, I guess, you could call it a gift from me to you. Or maybe more, like a reward, in honor of you being unable to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So of course I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into a network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, you know, reforming.
I want to be able to help.
Altair wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. For that he was killed? Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
very nice.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who died so far, the death of each and every one of our friends, they all made us stronger. I swear to God, someday you'll pay for this. Holy moly, you're super mad, like, just unreasonably upset.
Well,
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that,
uh-huh.
I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript? Yeah, there's still a bit more left of Sakura notes. Huh? Do I have your attention? Okay, then here we go. Prepare your ears to develop the tone of your truly. One other thing, Hina, there's something I'd like to tell you. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, and so I learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word, and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory. Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. Well, you just can't stop at the most important bit. It makes your brain rumble and tremble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even freaking know, huh? That's the whole point, stupid, is to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura knows. Like I ever let any of you greaseball has it. But
Too bad.
sucks for you losers. Wait, what's this?
What?
There's one last line in the note. Let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, bastard, no matter what. And that's serious. What a stubborn loser. She won't lay down and die. She'll fight me. Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say?
Well,
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest, you know. Maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach the school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long, think hard. Those were his parting words for us before disappearing. But what was it all about? Sakura final message. Her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school. The mastermind did something to us. She helped us to something like that, didn't she? After Celeste's trial was over.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body? What?
Hey,
Ask me, what do you do to my body? It's something to our bodies. What did they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, if the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something, and if we try to leave the school, the sensor goes off. Well, I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge go like that.
Yo,
Oh, Monocle was gone.
but
Now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there other than to head back up? Yeah, okay, let's get out of here. But I must still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. That kind of mystery someone like you could pose absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Mikoto are the ones that figure out everything.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Crazy, I'm sorry. Let me type you plan to follow. How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing more than once.
Sorry.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Then I'll try. Huh? That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No, 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 no!
Cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master. What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
Right, I call you sleazeball because you are a sleazeball. Apparently you still have a death wish. Oh, more biting sarcasm. No wonder we don't have any friends.
No, 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 no!
Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want to be give and take me. I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. And so soccer class trial came to an end and we returned to the world. But the story wasn't even close over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms before long enough.
As such, soon. Okay then.
I tried to stand and pull me down along with the down to sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I was such a deep sleep, but the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I hear a voice. Wake up, wake up. Huh? The voice dragged me from deep slumber into a hazy, half-unconscious my eyelid.
Kyoko?
Yes, it's
It's
me.
me.
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door. It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked. Are you serious?
Hey,
Anyway, you don't have to overreact like that every time you subscribe. What time is it?
correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. 3 a.m. Why was Kyoko waiting me up in this hour? As much as we want to figure that out, we're gonna end this live stream. Yeah, we're gonna end this live stream. Well, we did. Well, I'm pretty sure after all that talking, it's gonna end chapter 4, and we're gonna go to chapter 5. So, next time we'll enter chapter 5. But, most like, chapter 4 is done. Basically, Sakura kills Sakura. She suicided herself, so, but we lost, AI Shiori in the process, so, that's about it. Yeah. Thank you, Harem D. Leon, for stopping by, Conquer, and, I mean, I don't know if Amber's still here, but, thank you for stopping by, I truly appreciate it. Anybody else that was new to this channel, new to this live stream, or gonna watch it as a video once the live stream ends, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, give this video an awesome thumbs up. Also, I appreciate if you share this video to other people, let them know about my channel, live streams I do, gameplay recording, short reel videos, or anybody who is into murder solving games, trial games, investigations, or anybody who's a fan of the Danganronpa series, you already know, send them my way. So, for tomorrow live stream, we're gonna go back to Genshin Impact. Wednesday, I'm not doing a live stream Wednesday. Thursday, we're going to go back to Princess Peach Showtime. And Friday, if I do, there's a 50-50 chance if I don't get a client that day, then we can live stream. And as for Saturday, I don't know what game I'm gonna do for Lady live stream, but I'll figure something out. But that's about it. So thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see y'all next time in part 7. Part 7 live stream of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Without any further ado,